power of a product rule. So the power of a product rule says we're going to take x to the power of a, and we're going to raise that to the power of b. When we do this, you almost want to think of it as distributing that b into that a, which is going to give you x to the power of a times b. So this time you're actually multiplying the exponents together versus just your product rule, you're adding your exponents together. So example 3, simplify each expression. Letter A, x to the second power to the fifth. So we're going to take our 5, which is an exponent, we're going to distribute it to our other exponent. When we do that, we're taking x to the second power times 5, which is x to the 10th. Letter B. This time, do you notice inside your parentheses, you actually have a -2 and an x to the 4th. There's two separate terms in there, or two separate variables, or a variable and a coefficient. So when we distribute this 2, we actually have to distribute it to both. We have to give it to the -2 as a power, and we have to give it to the x to the 4th. One way to look at that is you're taking the -2 to the power of 2 times the x to the 4th to the power of 2. You're doing both. On the first one, -2 squared is -2 times -2, which is 4, times x to the 4th squared is x to the 8th. And then if we write that back together, 4x to the 8th. Letter C, we're going to put everything together. So this time we have a quotient, we also have a power, we also have a product. When we do this, first I'm looking inside. If there were anything in here to simplify, we could definitely simplify it first. There's not. So we're going to take our 3, we're going to distribute. First of all, you have to give it to everything in the numerator. So you have to give it to the 2, and you have to give it to the x. So what that's going to look like is 2 to the 3rd power times x to the 3rd power. You also have to give it to everything in the denominator. So we're going to have 3 to the 3rd power times y squared is all one unit, so we're going to leave that together, to the 3rd power. So everybody got raised to the 3rd power. Now we're going to simplify. 2 to the 3rd power is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. X to the 3rd power we can't simplify. 3 to the 3rd power, 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. And then y squared to the 3rd, keep in mind you're going to multiply, so y to the 6th, and you're done.